All right, we're going right now, Tim and Lauren. Yes, every single summer, it's pretty common, not just here in Dallas, but everywhere across the nation. There's usually a blood shortage because people just really don't donate that much during the summer. Here, it's reached the point of critical, and we've been talking to Dr. Cruz about it this morning. You guys are about to have to make some tough decisions because of the point you've reached. What exactly does that mean?
Exactly. So as I think was said earlier, typically in the summer we do see a decrease in donors coming out to donate, which leads to a decrease in blood supply for the community. But this year has been even worse. And even just yesterday, one of the hospitals that we supply had to cancel platelet transfusions for patients in their hospital because we didn't have the product that we needed.
You're having to pick and choose procedures that you can perform,
right?
Because there's just not enough blood to perform the transfusion.
Exactly. It can come down to that depending on which patient is more critical. You may have to make that decision that you don't want to make to say, well, we need to delay this transfusion for this patient because this other patient needs it right away. So those are the type of situations that hospitals may have to deal with when we reach this critical of a level in our inventory.
So what does Wednesday mean? Because I know that that's been identified as the point when it hits the critical level. What does that mean from the medical perspective in North Texas?
Right, so just based on our historical low turnout, I mean, it just comes to a point that there's still patients in hospitals, there's still patients who need to be transfused, but if the blood donors are not donating at a high enough rate, there won't be any blood to give. So as I just mentioned, it could lead to a delay for a patient who may need a surgery, or if a patient has undergone trauma, car accident, gunshot wound, and come to the trauma center, that may deplete the hospital's inventory because they may have to transfuse that patient 10, 20, 30 units of blood, and then that takes time to replace that inventory. So the patient who's not as critical, that blood may not be there for them. So they may be waiting hours until we can resupply them.
Obviously a tough decision, but with a simple fix.
Yeah.
What do you tell people who might be on the fence, might have a bit of apprehension about donating blood to get them to that point where they can help out?
So one thing that we always say as blood centers is it's the blood on the shelf that's going to save lives. And so people tend to think that, someone else is going to donate. So I'm glad that you're donating on camera to show the community how simple it is, a process of it is. So you can come down to any of our donor centers, check in, be interviewed. The donation process is typically less than 10 minutes, and so where the needle's actually in the arm. And so you can be in and out in typically 45 minutes to an hour. So just 1 hour of your day, you can make a big difference, especially at this time of year.
Every little bit counts. Well, Dr. Cruz, thank you so much for chatting with us. We, by the way, on our website have a link with more information. If you're wondering more about the donation process, that's on fox4news.com. And like Dr. Cruz mentioned, it really is a short process. It's about a half hour to 45 minutes. You can complete some of the pre-screening questions in advance, or you can come here and they walk you through the steps. Tim and Lauren, it is idiot proof. If I can do it, so can everyone else. And Tim, I know you have a lot of experience with donating blood too, and it really does make a big difference.
That it does.